Oh, we are live. Welcome to the Drive Time Podcast.
Drive Time is filmed in front of a live studio audience in a controlled environment.
Please do not try this at home.
I feel like every environment's a controlled environment.
No, I mean, you could film it in the wilderness.
That's true. We could. Drive Time Gone Wild.
It's like Bear Grylls. Like we're just drinking our own pee for no reason, though. It's just like in a podcast studio.
Now, I was always more of a Les Stroud Survivor Man kind of guy.
Oh, I don't think I watched either of them with any type of, what's the word, gusto? With any type of, with any type of, like, effort, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
It is a great thing for a show, though.
No, it's very compelling.
The show would be better, though, if they put someone out there that didn't know how to survive in the wilderness.
Yeah, dude, they should do that on Experience Wilderness.
Just the first episode should just show, like, all the ways different people, like,
Fuck
die.
up.
Like,
Yeah.
they actually die. And then
they actually kill him.
Yeah, they actually kill him. And then Bear Grylls, like, expertly avoids all
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean?
Now, he climbed this rock face at a 37-degree angle. He should have kept his hips closer before he tumbled to his death.
And he's just like climbing past the body, too.
My one problem with Bear Grylls is he takes ridiculous risks.
What do you mean?
Like,
give me an example.
Like, he'll, like, climb up some crazy rock face that he doesn't need to climb, or he'll like, jump across the chasm. Like that kind of stuff.
like stuff you wouldn't need to do to survive.
Yeah,
like you could just walk around the chasm.
He's just like, it's imperative that I jump across this gap, and I'm like, I clearly see a bridge. Like,
I feel like that's the producers just being like,
yeah. Well, also,
Bear, all you did was eat a cactus.
Yeah, he also has like a TV crew. The reason I like Survivor Man is it's like legitimately he's out there by himself, and he has to like move cameras, then walk like half a mile just to get the shot of him walking away. Then he goes back and gets the camera.
That would seem like so annoying and like such an unnecessary burden.
Yeah, it's like, it seems brutal, but. Also, like, a lot of times it's my understanding on, what is it, Man vs. Wild?
Yeah.
Bear Grylls show. Like, it's
staged to
yeah,
a degree.
A lot of it's staged. Like, people have, like, found the spots where he's been at and panned over, and there's, like, a Walmart and shit, like that kind of thing. You know.
But he probably didn't go to the Walmart.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm Bear Grylls, and this is how to survive in a Walmart, in a small Midwestern town.
I'm going to abstain going to Walmart. I'm going to Walmart. But, no. Obviously, I have a Naked and Afraid joke, but Naked and Afraid is like the craziest survival show.
Dude, you know what I learned from Naked and Afraid?
What?
So basically they're these people that went on Naked and Afraid and basically like just plumped up like right before.
Oh, yeah.
Like gained like 40 pounds, and they do like measurably better because they don't have to eat.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to find food. And all the skinny people are, like, tired and exhausted, and the fat people are just like, oh, I'm good.
Well, what I feel like unless you're in a really hot or really cold environment, being naked isn't that big of an inconvenience.
Oh, I think the opposite, dude.
Really?
If you're, like, walking through trees and shit naked.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But my thing also is, like, I feel like the whole premise of the show is, what if you have to survive while your dick gets eaten by mosquitoes? That's the whole show.
Yeah. Were we talking... Someone was talking about how, got like the evolutionary pressure for, like, smaller dicks. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
Were we talking about that?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm just stealing bits now. This isn't me, but, like, some dude was talking about how, like, you'd be like a monkey and you'd have, like, a giant dick. And then, like, a giraffe would just chomp it off. And so
a giraffe.
there's like a happy medium between, giraffes see it as a snack and,
Right. So we're just us.
We're survival.
Yeah, we're survivalists.
We're survivors. We're fat, little dicked men.
Yeah. Anytime I'm watching porn and the guy has a big dick, I'm like, that would never survive.
Yeah,
in the wild.
yeah.
Totally unrealistic.
This is unrealistic.
Yeah.
Bear Grylls is just like, my penis used to be 8 inches long, but to survive in the wild, I got the surgery to remove 3 inches.
Now I'm a modest 5. Although he'd probably say centimeters.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a leg up that British folk and whatnot have. Well, really everywhere else is they measure stuff in centimeters because it sounds way more impressive. You're like, my dick.
Except heights make no sense. They're like, that guy's huge. He's 150 centimeters.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Right.
Feet is such like a better measurement tool than centimeters.
Yeah, the most you're going to have is like 3 numbers at play
Yeah.
if their person's like 10, 11, or 12. Well, not 12, so I guess 10 or 11. inches. But
I mean, also, like, it's stupid to just list out, like, that would be like if we were like, how tall are you? Like 63 inches. It's like, that's fucking weird. That's kind of weird to say too, you know?
yeah, like when a kid is 18 months old.
Yeah.
Like, that's a year and a half.
That's
Relax.
a year and a half, dog. You can stop. It is weird. You know, have you ever heard the phrase, they grow up so fast?
Yeah.
So I have a niece, and I want to coin a new phrase, they grow up so slow.
Okay.
I feel like she's been like 3 to 6 months old for like a year now. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize you were an uncle.
I am an uncle. A new uncle.
Freshly minted uncle.
Freshly
Actually,
minted.
while we're on the topic real quick, we do have our first drive time baby.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, one of our listeners just gave birth mere weeks ago. Shout out Caroline and Jake. First drive time baby. It's very exciting.
Congratulations.
I know.
And you know what that means for us? We just got one new listener.
We got one new listener.
Indoctrinate them.
Shifting our demographics so we're not exclusively 24 to 35-year-olds and 140-year-old.
If making your kid listen to Mozart makes them smart, does making your kid listen to the Drive Time podcast make them drink and drive?
I was about to say, yeah. They're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Setting you up for success.
Welcome.
But,
yeah. I think they changed up the White Claw peach flavor, and it's actually quite nice. It's more peachy. It's less plasticky.
My buddy Eric was telling me the other day he doesn't like peach-flavored things.
He's never had a Bellini?
I guess not. I love a peach Bellini. I reckon I prefer a Bellini over a mimosa.
I think it depends. I think if it's fresh squeezed OJ, you can't beat a mimosa, dog. It's impossible.
I don't know if I've ever had a fresh squeezed OJ mimosa.
Well, all right. Well, here's the other thing that people don't know about. I have no idea what the chemical reaction is, but if you put fresh squeezed juice in something like carbonated, it makes way more carbonation than if you use like store-bought juice or whatever.
Interesting.
So
perhaps the acid.
Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fucking chemist. So if you ever try and make it, you listen to the Drive Time podcast and you go, I'm gonna use fresh squeezed juice. Don't say Parker didn't warn you that it's going to fucking, like, blow up and you have to be really careful about it.
Yeah, we generally, we actually rate the lengths of our podcast based off of how many mimosas you can drink when you're making them fresh squeezed. This one's probably going to be about 4.
This is going to be a 4 mimosa.
This is a 4 mimosa pod.
Well, you know me. You know I love a nighttime mimosa. I absolutely adore champagne cocktails in general, but specifically breakfast drinks at night. I hate people that are like, breakfast for dinner is better than regular dinner. Kill yourself, you're a child.
Yeah.
But I kind of get the breakfast alcoholic drinks.
Dude, there's this there's this place called Madrone's in Frederick, and me and Jackie go there all the time because they have this. It's a blueberry pancake shot, and you chase it like you do a piece of bacon, you eat the bacon, you take the shot, then you chase it with orange juice. Bro, it's crazy.
Dude.
It tastes like a blueberry pancake.
I met this chick one time from Ohio that had us do a breakfast shot, and I think it was something like
heroin.
Oh, how accurate you are, Al. I think this chick may have been on some horse, but
little, yeah.
But dude, I mean, that's what it's.
We all have our vices.
People say white people don't have culture. It's called doing opiates. You fucking idiots.
Yeah, we really took that.
We really ran with that one. Yeah. Listen, Percocet's expensive. It's like $10 a milligram. Heroin is like, $40 worth of heroin. That'll last you, a couple days at least.
It depends how talented musically you are.
That's true. But no, we went to the bar one time. She's kind of a weird girl. And she goes, we should do a breakfast shot. And I'm like, what the fuck is a breakfast shot? And I don't remember, but it's like Rumpelmans and Baileys with a chaser of orange juice. I believe that's what it is.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, it's absolutely awful. And she goes, this is a big thing in Ohio. And I'm like, well, good thing we're not in fucking Ohio.
Yeah. How about we try the big
not
things
too many times I'm proud of Baltimore, but like, at least we're not Ohio. You know what I mean?
Let's do something that's real big in any other state that has a functioning economy.
Yeah. Exactly. Ohio, just weirdly, though, is good at wrestling, though.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they're really good.
Like actual wrestling or like?
Actual wrestling.
Yeah.
OSU. you.
They
No.
do seem like they'd have a lot of backyard WWE up there.
Oh, probably. I feel like it's such a weird state because it's way closer than you think it is.
It is. We're like adjacent, basically.
Almost, and it's like, yeah, it's like what, like a 6-hour drive?
Yeah, it depends where you go. Like if you
You think of it being like the center of the country, you know?
Yeah, you can get to if you go to like Cleveland, Ohio, is like 4 or 5 hours away. It's not that
Really?
far. Yeah, I think it's 5. Because to get to Sandusky, Ohio, where Cedar Point is, it's like 5.5 or 6.
What's Cedar Point?
It's an amusement park.
Oh, okay.
Solid one. Speaking of which, just went to Busch Gardens in Tampa.
Okay.
Crazy. They have the scariest ride I've ever been on in my entire life.
Really?
Where
Alright,
I was like
tell me about it.
legitimately scared. So it's
Is
like
it made out of wood?
no,
Okay.
but those
Then
are
it's not
more
as
frightening
scary.
than regular rides.
Well, I think it's just because they're old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish, but like
I'm gonna let you finish.
you do go on some of these rides. Like they're 100 years old. It's like that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. Wood does
Yeah.
age. Like
Fun
eventually.
fact about wood, it ages.
Yeah.
Unless they put chemicals that give you cancer in it, it ages. But yeah, so it's one of those. It's like a drop tower, but
Okay.
it's one that goes like straight down. Like it doesn't bounce you. You just hurtle towards the earth. All right. It's 335 feet tall,
Wow.
so you're pretty high in the sky.
What's that in centimeters?
If I had to guess, I'd say a fuck ton because it's a stupid system of measurement.
Each 4,321 centimeters tall.
In meters, it'd be roughly 111 meters or something. But
Yeah.
anyway, so you go up the tower. It's a regular drop tower, except for when you get to the top, it pivots you down so you're facing the ground.
Oh my
So
god!
you're like
that's awesome.
Yeah, imagine like a giant picked you up by your waistband. You're like dangling like that.
Yeah.
Holy, because you can when you're waiting in line. There's an awning over it, so I hadn't seen the ride go, but I
Do
saw
you think they do that on purpose so you can't
probably.
see the ride? Yeah.
But when I saw it, it was like 60 feet off the ground. I saw it was like swinging, and I thought like it was just like kind of loose. So like when you know, but no, turns out that you just face the ground. It's called Falcon's Fury. And it was the scariest shit. Me and Jackie were both freaking out because I don't really like the drop rides. It's not really my cup of tea. I like the fast roller coasters and stuff.
I don't like. Do you like spinny rides?
Not particularly.
I don't like spinny rides. I don't trust people that like spinny rides.
Yeah.
They just make me throw up. But
dude, yeah, getting hurled at the ground. You go like 60 miles an hour coming down.
That's crazy.
Well, dude, so I was more scared on the ride up because it takes over a minute to get up to the top.
Yeah.
And then when I pivoted and faced the ground, like
you're
Jackie,
just like, fuck.
dude, Jackie was freaking out, and I was just staring into the ground. I was like, I guess this is it. Like, I accepted it a little faster than I hoped I would. But I was like, all right, here we go.
You just think they like fucked up. You're like, oh, they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but no. Well, the cool thing is we got in for free because Eric and his girlfriend Gracie are zookeepers there now.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, dude, it is awesome.
There's zookeepers at Busch Gardens?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Their zoo, it's not like Hershey Park where it's just like attached to the side. Like it's kind of interwoven throughout the park.
Okay.
And Eric's working with like 3,000-pound hippos and crocodiles and shit. And Gracie's working with like the rhinos and giraffes and stuff. It's pretty badass.
It's all the shit that can like kill you if
they call them
if it's slightly blue.
Code red animals is what they call them. And I'm like, no shit. Like,
we got a code red.
I also didn't realize hippos cannot swim.
Oh yeah, they walk on the water.
They like bounce off the bottom. I always thought they were paddling along.
Aren't they don't they kill the most people too?
Yeah, they
outside,
kill a
like,
fuck ton of people.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Because they're like super territorial.
Well, yeah, and also like they have crazy bacteria in their mouth, and it's not exactly a clean puncture wound when a hippo bites you because it's like getting stabbed with a solid banana. Like it's like, dude, wild.
That's awesome.
Also, quick plug. I think it's called like the Iron Gwazi or something, but they have a roller coaster. It's the best roller coaster I've been on in my fucking life. You go so fast, and it's just like, it's a hybrid roller coaster, so it's meant like a classic or like a newer steel track on top of a wooden coaster.
Any loops?
It doesn't really loop, but you go upside down and you like just cruise for a while.
Okay.
And they just kind of keep you there with the G-force, the centripetal force when you're going around.
Have you ever, speaking of dying at amusement parks,
Love it.
Have you ever seen the suicide method, the death coaster?
Where it like gets tighter and tighter and tighter loops.
I want to die that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to commit suicide, but that seems like the funnest way to die.
Oh yeah, with your hands
Is
above your head, just
yeah.
going woo.
And they have, like, I would just love if they still take pictures of that, too. You know what I mean?
Dude, no, they got to do a picture on, like, the first loop
Yeah,
and the last loop.
yeah. The last loop, you're just, like, completely unconscious.
Yeah, and they just, like, play it on,
This
like,
is where his soul left his body.
they play it on, like, a loop at your funeral.
They get
like,
a picture of, like, literally, like, your soul, like, leaving.
They could have T-shirts that said, "I did not survive the death coaster." Oh.
Hell yeah, dude.
See, that's the problem. This is why it hasn't got built, is nobody has the drive time marketing mind.
They don't have the cojones to build it. No, I mean, I think Canada has, like, assisted suicide now, which is kind of weird. I don't know if you've seen the stuff, and this is kind of a conservative talking point, so I don't want to say it too much, but, like, Canada has assisted suicide, which I'm all for. I think if you want to die, like, you know, you should, you know, you shouldn't be forced to stay alive. Yeah. But they're doing it for, like, people that are under 18, and I'm like, you're just depressed, dude. Like, that's not...
Yeah, that's...
You're not ready to die or, like, have some illness that, you know... You know what I mean?
See, what I think they should do that I think would get more people on board with assisted suicide is you get to choose that you want to die, but the doctor gets to choose how you die.
Oh, I like it. Kind of like a manhunt situation?
Okay, maybe. Or, like, you get to, like, you spin a wheel, and it goes, like, shot out of an airplane.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
You know, because it's so boring. Like, if I'm choosing to die, I don't want to be like, I'm going to sit in a chair and they're going to administer morphine until I slowly fade off into the oblivion. That's fucking boring.
I like that new character.
Thanks.
The guy who wants to die.
Yeah. Oh, man. I guess this is it.
Suicide Jim.
Suicide Jim. Hell yeah.
Dude, fuck this car in front of us. Yeah. I don't like it. He's going too slow. We're on
Speaking of fuck
roads.
this car, all right, so Jackie and I got a rental when we were down in Tampa.
Okay.
First off,
how much does a rental car cost per day?
It's funny you should bring that up, Parker.
Because you're over 25.
Yes. So we rented. Why is this car going so fucking slow?
Don't they know we got a comedy show?
Yeah. We book online. Jackie gets it squared away. We get
around them real well now.
Yeah. We get insurance through AAA, all that shit.
Okay.
Like, then we go to, and it's like $225. Fine. You know, we got it
for one day.
No, for like 4 days.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
that's not that bad.
Yeah. No, not bad at all. Then we get there, and they're like, oh, we also need a 200.
You can pass him here. Dude.
I could, but I don't.
Okay.
But
what do you mean you don't?
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay,
it's a very sad story.
Okay.
But so yeah, it was like $225, and then they're like, we also need a $200 deposit.
What do they mean a $200 deposit?
They hold on to it until you bring the car back, which
$200
isn't going to cover a car.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't really know what the point is. Like, if I'm stealing a car, I'm not worried about $200.
Oh, and you guys not have, like, an air tag in the car? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they do that, and there's like $200. Then, so what she ended up wanting to charge us would have, including the deposit, which I guess we would have got back, was going to be like close to $700 total with or like $600 and $700. So we're like, we don't need the insurance. We already got insured through AAA, blah, blah, blah. So we got it down. We still ended up paying like $575, right? And again, we got the $200 back. That's not the point.
Wait, but you had to pay $100 over what, like, they said you were gonna pay?
No, we paid like $300 over what they said we were gonna pay.
Oh my god!
Like, yeah, we got the $200 back, or we're supposed to. I haven't gotten it back yet, but I didn't necessarily have that kind of wiggle room on my credit card, so I'm like frantically moving money around. And I was like, God damn, dude. So that set me off. And also, she's like, ooh, I'm going to hook you up with a cool car. Because we were supposed to be in a Chevy Bolt, which is like their electric car.
Yeah.
Ugly little fucking thing. And she's like, I upgraded you. And we walk out. It's still an electric car. We knew that. And it's like rows and rows of Teslas. And I was like, oh, this would be kind of cool. Drive around a Tesla and stuff. And there's one car that's not a Tesla, and it's called a Polestar. Do you know about the Polestar?
No, I don't know what a Polestar is.
It's Volvo's electric car that nobody's ever fucking heard of. Dude, all right, so it has this feature. It's the default. You can turn it off, but it took me way too long because it's like, first off, to turn on the air, you have to like click through the on-screen menu, like to turn the air on, to like do all this shit. You got to click through a fucking tablet on the dashboard, which can't be safer. All right, so we do all that shit, but it has this feature called one-pedal driving, where if you take your foot off the gas, it just slams on the brakes.
Oh my god!
Which I
hate that so much.
Dude, and it doesn't like ease on them either. Like, it'd be fine if you're like, because the way I drive, I don't really use the brake. I just take my foot off the gas when I want to slow down, and if I really need to slow down, I hit the brake. But so and I'm used to driving like that, and I'm on a highway, so every time I take my foot off the gas, it like slams.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the worst fucking feature on any car ever. But also, no visibility. I'm not a tall person. I lowered the seat down as much as I could, and I could not see. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'm like up above the roof.
Holy shit.
And so they were like, hey, we'll like do this pre-charge thing. Like, obviously the car's already charged. But she's like, if you do this, like, you don't have to fill it back up with electricity or whatever before you bring it back. It was like $35. And I was like, sure, that's reasonable. Little did I know, it does not cost anything to charge a car.
Yeah.
We needed to put a little extra juice in it. And I only increased the electricity by 24% or whatever, and it was $0.00. So I was like, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, they just scammed you out of $35.
Everything, man. I'm like, I hate feeling like I'm getting screwed.
Dude, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't he know we have a comedy show? Oh, what's he doing? Okay.
He's from New York. Holy shit,
what
he's swerving.
the fuck?
He's drunk. Relatable. But, dude, it was just this, I don't know. I fucking hated this car. It was, like, so much shit to figure out all the features.
Yeah.
So, don't recommend the Polestar 2. And what was also annoying, we get to the hotel. We're staying in a La Quinta because we got it like that. This guy needs to stop fucking swerving.
Dude, you got to pass him, dude. Like, this is fucking ridiculous.
We're turning at the light up here. But, so we go to the La Quinta. We obviously already paid for the room. And we walk up, and they're like, oh, we need $100 deposit. And I'm like, what the fuck is with all the fucking deposits? It's deposit city. So, before we even got there to, like, the room, we had spent, like, $400 more than we thought we were going to spend on the front end of the trip. Yeah, it was very... Sneaking on by. Excuse me. We spent, like, $400 more. Dude, it was just... It was an ordeal.
Dude, fuck that car.
Yeah. Fucking Mini Cooper.
No, I totally get that. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's literally crazy.
It's criminal. It's criminal.
It's criminal.
What's the deal with electric cars?
So tell me about Florida. So you went to Busch Gardens down there.
Yeah. So the first day we went to this 8-acre lagoon, which is it's like an on-land cruise ship, basically.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a swim-up bar. It's kind of fun. Obstacles. You go down slides and shit. It's a classic white people fun. Then we went to Busch Gardens day 2. Had a lovely time. Hit up another Chili's. You know how it is. And then fucking day 4 we went to Epcot. We did the after hours thing, which I recommend because nobody under the age of 10 is allowed in Disney World in the after hours thing. Which really cuts down on the irritating people in the park.
Yeah.
And
all
also
the parents
there's only like a couple thousand people in there. And, dude, I looked it up. You know how much Disney World parks make in a day?
How much?
It's in between $20 and $50 million.
Million?
A day.
A day?
A day.
Jesus, what's that? 6 billion? No.
Oh, no, it's like the Disney makes like $30 billion a year.
That's insane.
But, well, and that's what I looked it up, and like their CEO, it's like he makes $28 million a year, and you're like, that's a lot. And then you're like, oh, it's a day at Disney World.
That's 1 day of Disney World.
It takes them a day to pay their CEO.
Dude, you know, like the highest paid CEO, like the CEO pay makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Like the highest paid CEO is, I think it's like $220 million, and it's a TV network CEO of like one of the big 3 networks. But then the next biggest guy, that's a TV network guy, makes like $20 million. And it's like, that's an order of magnitude smaller. Like, what the fuck is going on, you know? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Dude. Oh, but the drive back from Disney was where we really started to hit an aggressive downward slope for the trip.
Why?
So, all right. So the GPS said we were going to get back at 3 because we were staying in Tampa, but we drove to Orlando. It's like an hour drive.
Yeah.
But I noticed we're low on electricity because it's an electric car. So I stopped. It took me like 30 minutes to figure out how to charge this fucking thing.
Really?
Because I had
to just plug it in?
Well, yeah, kind of. But then I was putting my card in and it wasn't accepting the card. And I was like, all right, I don't understand the issue here. So I had to download an app, and then I paid with the card through the app. It was like a whole rigmarole.
That's fucking stupid.
Dude, it was so stupid. And it takes it's like a minute per percentage. So to get to 100%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's slow as fuck.
Oh, shit. All right, so that's like the problem with electric cars.
Yeah, they do not charge
they don't, you know.
I'm in like some random hotel parking lot in the middle of fucking nowhere. So we charge up, and then we're driving back, and I notice, little traffic, odd, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We're stopped up, and we stopped, like put it in park kind of stop,
Yeah.
and we sat there for over 3 hours.
Oh, my God.
In traffic. Yeah, and it turns out, we found out the next day because Jackie and I went and got tattoos, we found out that some guy was drunk driving the wrong direction on the highway.
Holy shit.
Smashed headfirst into a Mercedes, and a flatbed truck, like a big tractor trailer, flipped over and just dumped shit everywhere, and it like blocked the whole highway. And Jackie was telling this to the guy giving her a tattoo, and he said, she was like, yeah, he was driving drunk the wrong way on the highway. And this guy, instead of saying, whoa, that's crazy, said, oh, that happens all the time.
Fucking Florida,
Fucking
dude.
Florida. He goes, oh, yeah, that happens all the time. People do that. Like, it happened last week. Somebody was drunk driving the wrong way on the highway. I'm like, how drunk do you have to be to not be like, damn, that's a lot of cars coming towards me?
Oh, you have to be... But, like, also, what do you do?
Yeah.
Do you just go over the median?
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, it was like a concrete barrier in between. So this
well,
had to be like...
you try and turn around? I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess it could be that. But, and then, everything was fine the rest of the day. We, went and got some tats. We went to this place called Kona Grill.
Okay.
They have a great happy hour, $14. I got it was like a 3-ounce prime rib and 3 prawns. Just a little snack,
Yeah.
light snack. And then we go to the airport, and our flight's delayed by 30 minutes. Annoying, but not a huge deal. That's not a horrible delay. And then it turns out, I didn't know this, Parker, but your flight can also be delayed while you're already flying in the air.
What? I didn't know. What do you mean? Like they can't land?
They couldn't land because there was a storm over BWI. So our 2-hour flight turned into a 6-hour flight.
Oh my God! This is the trip from hell,
dude. It was. This last day was a clusterfuck. We fly up, and then he just starts circling because you can like look on the plane tracker on the app on the phone or whatever.
Yeah.
He starts circling the Richmond airport. He's like, we can't land in BWI right now, so we're just gonna circle in the air. And he's like, so we don't run out of fuel. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. So then he starts heading towards BWI, and then I swear to God, I'll show you the picture of the map. He starts drawing a dick in the air. He was doing 2 circles back and forth and like a straight line. And I was like, what are you doing? We do this for hours. And then he says, yeah, we don't have enough fuel. We got to fly back. But we don't fly back to Richmond. We fly back to Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, my God.
We fly all the way back down. He lands the plane. We sit on the tarmac for like an hour while they refuel. Yeah. He's like, yeah, you can't get off the plane. Some people were
Wouldn't
like...
it be funny if he, like, couldn't figure out the fuel either there, too?
Yeah.
He's like, I got to download an app? This is ridiculous!
This is the last time I get an electric plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we sit there for an hour. We take off. We finally landed BWI, and he's like, they don't have a terminal for it. So we just sat on the tarmac for another fucking hour.
Oh, my God. I would be fucking about to shoot somebody.
Oh, and of course, in the row in front of us is a 2-week-old baby. So it was just... The baby was pretty chill, honestly, given the circumstances. But there was, like, toddlers on there starting to lose their shit, and you couldn't even be mad.
I bet.
So, yeah, the trip was fun outside of the last day. And, so we got in at, like... 2:30. I had to leave for work at like 7, so it was just a clusterfuck. There's my rant for the day.
No, dude, I agree. That's horrible. I mean, what the fuck? Real quick, too. They want to know what our intro songs are.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah. What do you want your intro song to be?
I feel like I want to do Hocus Pocus by Focus.
Gotcha. I'm going to put it in the chat. You know what I've been picking for my intro song recently?
Probably something by rappers.
Yes, technically.
Okay.
John Cena's theme.
Oh, nice.
I think that's a great intro song.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus
by Focus.
Oh, it did not like Pocus. It updated it to Proxy.
Well,
Pocus.
That is a little Pocus intolerant.
That's a little witch intolerant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I finally got this. I switched from, like, my gas station vapes to these Elf bars. I'm way behind the times on these. I don't know if you've heard of these Elf bars.
I've seen. That looks familiar to me.
So, all right. So this is the thing that makes no sense to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, you used to be able to buy like flavored Juul pods. You know what I mean?
They still have them in Florida, but continue.
Oh, do they really? I thought they were federally illegal.
Well, they still have flavored things that look like Jewel Pods in Florida. Maybe it's Views or something.
Maybe.
But
Well, I mean, Views used to have flavored too. They don't have them anymore.
all right.
So then they made them illegal, and they got rid of them. And now these Elf bars are here, and they're flavored. And I'm like, well, what's going on there?
It feels like back in the day when they used to make like spice and sell at a gas station,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
synthetic
yeah.
weed, and they just kept changing one ingredient in it so they could keep getting around the law.
Dude, it is crazy that they're like, weed, that's illegal, but this crazy disassociative that is like stronger than, acid or whatever you can just get that at the gas station.
Yeah, well,
dude.
they sell the Delta 8 or Delta 9 stuff. Have you seen this? It's like synthetic weed.
I thought it was real weed.
No, so it's some kind of weed byproduct or something.
Okay.
But the problem with it is it's not regulated at all. So like the process that they can make it like super fucked up. So we just like circled back around to making spice again.
That's funny. But yeah, now it's legal now, so you can smoke up. Have you indulged in any legal marijuana?
Oh, you know how it is, enjoying the times. But
live fast, die young.
I haven't gone to a dispensary yet, though. No,
I haven't either.
Well, to be honest,
supposedly they want to put you in a database when you go.
Well, do you really want to be like one of the hang out with the early to the dispensary people?
Well, you're not early because people have been having their med cards.
Yeah,
for
but I mean
forever.
for the non-medical people who are like, oh, right, let's see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you. And supposedly it's expensive as fuck compared to like your neighborhood.
Yeah, your friendly
Your
neighborhood drug.
neighborhood
Yeah.
guy.
Well, apparently, illegal drug dealing's going up a lot in like the states that legalize weed, like
Really?
selling weed. Yeah, because people get into it and then they're like, I don't want to pay these prices.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But all right, well, we are pulling up to
I
the
think we
Church
should
of Satire
end it.
Comedy Club. So a little 30-minute banger.
Little
We appreciate
30-minute
everybody listening. We're loving season 2 so far.
Yeah.
We might be dialing it back to one a week, just so you guys know. So keep that in mind. Just because the pressures of being entertainers are starting to get to us.
Exactly.
And we know how Parker is about that special H, getting on the H train. I'm 27 myself, so this might be my last year.
Yeah, exactly.
If the podcast blows up. So anyway, all right, I'm Alfred Barnes.
And I'm Parker Brown. Have a good one.